Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. T5 the Traveler here with Becky the Trekkie, and it's time for another ship's tour, this time on board the new flagship for MSC. It's the MSC Seascape. It's a beautiful ship from Italy. We'll show you all the tips, tricks, and of course, the tour. So, okay, let's get started. As soon as you walk in, this is the embarkation area right here. There's Ocean Cay. We just pulled into the port, so most of the people are gonna be off the ship, so the ship's gonna be a little bit empty right now, but that's a great time to take you on the tour. So the first thing that you wanna do is come in those doors. They do have a cruise activation point right there by those double doors, but the line will be a little bit long and congested in this area when you first get into the ship. So here's what we want to do. Right here is the first excursions desk. You can get your excursions, but I would just hold off on that. As soon as you get on the ship, you want to rock right over here to this section. This is going to be the Shine Bar, so this one will be open, so we'll have you stop there and get you your first beverage. If you want to do that right away, you can on the way, but we do recommend before you do any of that, you just come over here to this cruise activation point and activate your cruise card. If you've gone online already and you've put your credit card into the system, that's going to save you a lot of time. Otherwise, you can use your cruise card here. You can put a couple $100 on your card or whatever you think you'll need just to walk around. If you don't spend it, it's there. They will put the hotel service charge on there at some point. So once you get that done, then the next thing you want to do is activate your Wi-Fi on your phone so you can get the ship's app. So we're walking down from deck 6 down to deck 5. The Seascape bar is going to be off on the right behind us. There will be other videos out there highlighting all of the bars, but that's where that is going to be. That's the Seascape bar right here. Down here is main reception. Right now they don't have too bad of a line, so this would be a great time to get into reception if you need them. That's going to be mainly for your room key card if you lost your card, or if you're having trouble with your account or something like that. You will see these ship kiosks all over the place. You can get your show tickets right there, so if you give it a little press, this show's sold out, so this is the last show of the trip, and there's only one show tonight. Normally they have two, an early show and a late show. There's an early show on the seashore at the lighthouse, so we're probably going to cover that. I'm not sure if we'll get to the show tonight or not, but if we do, it will be on the channel. So we just came down through there. That's the deck 5. That's the main Seascape bar area, so a lot of ship's activities are going to be going on here. This is the hall of photos, so you'll see a lot of ship photos of the people. If you're on the ship and you see yourself out there, leave us a comment if you saw yourself in the photos in the hall of photos. That would be great. Once you get through here, now you're gonna have the MSC Foundation off to the right hand side, and then this is the digital photo hub. So they've got staff waiting right here. Apparently this is the perfect time to get down here and get perfect service. She says she's ready. Okay, so if you're looking for photos or photo accessories, you can get those right here. So one of the things that we've learned is when you activate, if you get the prepaid wireless card, and it's for 2 people per room, you need to make sure you're using the account information to log in with the person that paid the reservation online. So if you got that in advance. So in this case, we flip-flop depending on who's got what credit card and what offer. I think she had 5% back cash back on a Discover card, so this one went on that one because we got more money back, and I had to use her login information to activate my Wi-Fi on my phone. So if you have trouble with that, that's what's going on. Just use the other person's information and you won't have to come down and stand in that line. So let's carry on with the tour. Over there, that's the MSC Foundation, so they do a lot of things around the world helping kids and things like that. This is down on deck 5, and they've got this beautiful chandelier. It goes all the way up here, and then you can sit down here and relax, hear music and things like that. Lots of winding staircases on board this ship. It's really a beautiful place, and we'll just carry on with the tour. We'll bring you up. So now we're back up on deck 6. Okay, so you did all of that and you came up here. Now you can kind of move freely about the ship. So really the next thing you want to do once you get to this point right here is just push through past this piano, and off to the right and left you'll see the elevators. There's a big 6 over there on the right, so you want to get on that elevator and then go ahead and head up to your room, put your key card in the key slot to get your room activated, watch the safety video on the screen, and then they'll tell you when to meet your safety team member. You go and meet them at your meeting point. Ours was actually in the casino. We'll show you that a little bit later. And then once they scan your card and give you your safety briefing, you're free to move around the ship. So then we always get the all-in Easy Plus package. So if you're looking for a good deal on MSC, look for the sales. When it says all-in, Wi-Fi, drinks, get that. That saves you quite a bit. And then you have more money to spend on the extras things. So a perfect example of that is Vinci chocolate. We did try some Cuban coffee. It had a little bit of Cuban rum and whiskey in there. It was good. Never had that before. And that'll be a separate video out there. So that's one item. But let's go ahead and take you up to the pool deck and see the pools and some of the other amenities on the ship. But let's go. All right, everybody, just came up those elevators and we're up on deck 18. We're just gonna poke around in the front. We're at the very front of the ship. So this is where you get into the entry to the MSC Yacht Club, or you're not staying in the yacht club. So you'll have to check that out online if you're interested in that. But they do have a separate ship within a ship, so you can kind of be in your own area. They have their own bar, their own restaurants and things like that. It's a little bit higher end. We just went for inside cabin with the Easy Plus drink package all in, and that's what we like to do. We just like to be in the crowd and enjoy things, but we may go in the yacht club at some point. So once you get past through there, then they're coming into the jungle pool area, and they do have the roof open. This area right here is where you're going to have most of your games. If you want to play a foosball, you want to play ping pong, they've got ping pong tournaments. They have all kinds of games going out throughout the day. They do like giant darts in the pool, and right now is a great time to come and get in the pool. We have seen the pool packed this whole trip, and right now everything is wide open and it's looking like a beautiful sunny tropical day. And it's not too hot in here right now. A lot of times when it's high winds on the seas, they have this roof closed above you, and it can be upwards of 90 95 degrees with high humidity and stuff like that. So you really want to be in light colored clothing, or light clothing. It doesn't have to be light colored, but just light clothing in general, and you know, you'll enjoy the time. So let's go ahead, we'll just step down one level real quick down these stairs, and we're going to show you the Jungle Pool Bar. So Jungle Pool Bar is going to be on this level just below. It's not open just yet because everyone's off working the other venues off the ship at Oceans Cay, but it's right here. So if you want to get some custom gelato, they'll have it on that corner over there. Here you can get you a pina colada. We had a really nice pina colada here the other day, and it was quite enjoyable. So that's going to be this part of the pool. I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and head back up one level. We'll show you the other pools, and then we'll poke in the buffet just so you can see what it looks like for the tour. All right, so we came back up that set of stairs. There's the jungle pool area right here, and then we're going to go down this hallway. This is the kids area for Do Re Mi Land. They have different segments for different age groups, so you can kind of drop the kiddos off there. They're well attended in different age groups. I think it's like up to 6, and then up to 12, and then teens and stuff like that. So they're really in their own groups doing activities that are age appropriate, and it's a great thing that this the ship and the cruise line has to offer. Okay, so here's the young club. Okay, so it's 12 to 14 in this one, 15 to 17 in that one. So that's going to be the age difference in the two teen clubs. I guess they have two teenage clubs. Okay, so we're just heading down this hallway just past that jungle pool. We're going to just push through the Hall of Games here real fast. There will be a separate video. I did a walking around tour on that, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do that. We're just going to try to keep this one down to a half an hour or so for everybody, but they do have the Formula One racing right over there. They got the VR bikes, they got the basketball, and those types of games. So you can get tickets, they can get on a bracelet system, or they do pre-sell the gaming pass. So if you're going to be on the ship, you got the kids and they're going to be in here quite a bit, they can run up some money on the card pretty fastly in the arcades. So we recommend you do go ahead and get them that gaming pass, especially if they're sailing for free with you. That'll save you some money in the long run. Okay, so we came right through there, and then you take this quick left. This should open right up for us, and then now we're on the main pool deck. So there shouldn't be a whole lot of people out. We don't try to film anybody, you know, as much or as little as possible when we do these videos, but we do want to show you where the pools and things like that are. So this is going to be the Marina Pool Bar off to the right. You can get you those margaritas, drinks, and things like that. And oh boy, we got to put those shades on because we got a full sun day. And okay, this is the perfect time to show the pool. Look at this, there's nobody here. I love it. Okay, so you got your stand-up showers right here. You can get in the shower. The hot tub is wide open, so if you're looking like, if you're on the cruise and you're like, the hot tub's always packed, you can't get in the hot tub, now is the time. Let them get off the ship and go to Ocean Cay. Boom, hit that hot tub and you are all good right there. So here's the main pool. We can actually walk up pretty close. I don't think we're gonna offend anybody up here real fast. And it's got that nice waterfall. It's got the seating out there, and then there is the main stage. So you will see the main events. You'll have like reggae, or your white party's going to be out here, your tropical party's going to be out here, and anything on deck that has the big events will be right in this area, and lots of dancing and music. So okay, so when you get all the way past through the pools, now we're gonna come back out to the back of the ship and we'll show you the Bridge of Sighs. That's gonna be up next. It's just one deck below us. We'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we just came down those stairs from deck 17 and now we're back down on deck 16 and we want to show you the very back of the ship. And you can come over here and they have what they call the Bridge of Sighs. So this is way up in the sky. You can see that crystal clear blue water of the Bahamas down there. It's really just a beautiful place. And we'll just take you across the bridge here so you can see what it looks like. It's all glass. You just walk in and you're about 100 feet down there to the infinity pool just below us right there. So there's the glass elevators on that side, and here is the view from the back of the ship. It's just a breathtaking place. You can take great photos out here, and it really is just they spared no expense on the ship. It just really is. I mean, you can just see the hotels. Got the balcony rooms there in the back, that glass elevator right next to it, all the way down to that infinity pool, and it's just great. So up here, this is the Sky Bar. This is where you can get a fresh squeezed orange juice. If you're looking for a fresh squeezed orange juice, you tell them you want the natural orange juice. You just get it on the card right here and they squeeze them right. They got a beautiful machine. It's great for that. You can get you soda if you're into beer. They always have Heineken or ice cold beer on tap, so you can definitely do that throughout the ship. So that's a great one. All right, so now we're going to venture into the buffet. I don't know how busy it's going to be. We'll take those shades right back off and auto doors, and in we go. All right, this is going to be the Marketplace buffet. They've got a nice little hand wash station at all the entry points. If you've been in the pool, you got chlorine on your hands or whatever else, you can do that. This is the very back of the ship, so this is where we usually sit, is back here. It's not quite as busy. They're not going to have a lot of people or a lot of different options going on right now, but there is always food available. You just have to know where to go. So right now the front of the buffet may not be open, but the back of the buffet is. You can slide in here. There's nobody. Grab a quick table, grab something to eat, a drink, whatever, and you're good to go. Okay, now that we walk through there, this is the secret. Okay, this is the secret. Pay attention to this. You come down by these wine bottles on this side and there's one on the other side. Right at 4 o'clock, they shut this bad boy down and you can get free soft serve ice cream. You want to get down here early and get in line because the line can go way long. Because once everybody figures out that that's there, that line gets there, and then they put some cookies out and things like that, and that's how you can get free ice cream on the ship. The other way to get the gelato on the ship is when you go to dinner, ask your waiter at the end of dinner about what the gelato flavors are, and you can actually get gelato over there. So over there they've got some hot eats and treats and all that stuff. This is a great place for a bar service. You can get you a cappuccino, a frappuccino, an iced coffee, or any of those things. Also, if you have the Easy Plus package and you're looking for a bottle of water to take off of the ship, you can ask for Aqua Pena, and those are the big bottles, and they'll give you 2 per card. Over here is the regular drink service station, coffees, waters, juices, and teas, and you can see the staff is working hard away at that. Okay, so we're gonna walk through this part, and we'll continue on with the rest of the tour. We're gonna go ahead and take you down and show you the infinity pool area. That's gonna be the buffet. All right, everybody, so what we just did is we came down the elevators back from deck 16. We're down to deck 8, and we wanted to show you the infinity pool, so that's going to be the last pool. This is an adults reserved area, so there shouldn't be too many people out, and we will try not to film too many, but we definitely want to show you where the infinity pool is. They do have a lifeguard on staff right here, and they've got 2 infinity pools on each side, and there are 2 bars, one on each side, where you can get some drinks. And let's just poke on up and see what it looks like. There's some people in the pool right there, so we won't film them, but it does bring you right out to the back of the area. And then there's Ocean's K right there, and we'll give them some privacy, but we wanted to just show you where the pool is, and there it is on the back of the ship on deck 8. Okay, this is the other bar on this side of the infinity pool, and there were no people on this side, so we'll just pop up here and show you the actual pool here real quick, and then we'll carry on with the tour with the rest of deck 8. So there it is. It goes down into 3 or 4 different sections of depth. You get a little bit water right here. You just kind of get your feet in, and then you can get down there in the 3-foot range. So it's not really overly big. You can't really swim in it or anything like that. It's just kind of like a cold soak tub on both sides. And then when it's really busy out here and you get a lot of people, I mean, this is as quiet as I've heard. You could drop a pin in here. Normally the music is blazing, it's very loud, so but you can see that beautiful background out here, and the view is amazing. So I do see why people like to hang out here with a drink. Okay, we'll carry on. All right, just coming back in off of deck 8, and we want to show you one of the extra venues here. This is the Uptown Lounge, so if you're just coming from the adults only area, they do have special events down here. They've got a little theater. It's like a nice theater seating. They have their own bar. So this is one of the 5 specialty areas that is on the ship where you can pay for an extra higher end drink or something like that. The champagne bar would be another one. We'll show you where that is. We were in here in a couple of videos in our 60s outfits, so look for that night if you want to see some more performance. That will be available there. Come on through, Becky. Some of the doors open automatically, others don't. I don't know if it's like, if they expect you to pay, they expect you to open the door for yourself and then the rest of them open for you, something like that. But anyway, we're on deck 8 and we're going to come down and show you where all the specialty restaurants are. So if you're wanting to do the specialty restaurants, there are several to choose from. The first one that's going to be here on the left, and that's going to be the Ocean Cay restaurant, and we are actually at Ocean Cay right now. So this one has some of the higher end seafood. You can get lobster, crab legs, and scallops and those sort of things, surf and turf. We had some dinner guests that ate there the other night. They said it was very good. They enjoyed the food there. So that's a great choice if you're into that. Up next is going to be this is the sushi bar at Teppanyaki, and they are going to have some dishes already out on the moving buffet. It's kind of like similar to how they do things overseas, and then you can just sit there, and that's going to be the Kaito Sushi Bar, and then Teppanyaki is going to be right next door, kind of a combo pack, and that's going to be right through here. So up next, this is going to be Kaito Teppanyaki, and that is more of the Japanese style. Sit at the table and they prepare the food in front of you there, and right now it looks like you can just walk right on in. This is a great time to hit those specialty restaurants when everyone is off of the ship. They have their own bar over here. That's going to be the cocktail bar. That's the Kaito cocktail bar. And then in this area, you also run into the other high-end specialty restaurants. So this is your main hub for the specialties. Up next is going to be the Butcher's Cut. You can get you a high-end cut of steak, and we've heard that this one is one of the better ones in the fleet. People have really enjoyed their steak cuts down here. That's got a nice quiet seating area, and right now, great time. You can just come on in, have a wonderful lunch, and have the whole place all to yourself. Okay, the wine cellar is going to be up next. This is a similar restaurant, but this one has the wall of wines, so you can come in here, and I'm sure if there's a specific wine choice that you're looking for, they do have a large variety to choose from. We'll just go just past so you can see some of those labels of wines and champagnes and other things available. Full wine cellar, and then your higher end champagnes are going to be over here if you're looking for some Rose or some Cristal or some Moet, Dom. They have all of the choices here available, and by the glass or the bottle if you would like. Okay, you come right through those doors. It's all just kind of one section. You can just kind of wheel right through and decide what you want to do. Up next is going to be a little bit more reasonable, but still a great place. It's going to be Ola Tacos and Cantina, and it's got the nice view out here. You can see the seascape if you'd like. The sea view, that was no pun intended there, I just used that. And they've got some tables out here available, and they have a separate bar. So if you're looking for a different flavor, margarita or a mango margarita or a lime margarita, they have them. They've got the beers on ice, they got the fruit ready to go, and they've got the staff there. Again, there's a few people eating lunch over here, but the bar's wide open. A lot of tables are wide open, so this is another great time to get to Ola Cantina. Okay, so basically this is going to be your main area. This is the Deck 5 bar that we were at the very beginning. All those beautiful crystal stairs that everyone likes to take photos of. They're like $40,000 a piece. A lot of times the photographers are shooting from the bottom of the stairs up. You can ask them to shoot you from the top down. That way you can see the crystal in your photograph. So I recommend you can just ask them to do that, and they are very accommodating. So over here is going to be another little excursions area. So if you want to book your excursions up here, it's a little bit less crowded on this floor for sure. This is the MSC gift shop where you can see some of the goodies that they've got for sale. It's closed right now, but we did do a separate video on that. So if you want to see the gift shop, you can. And then that's the table down there where the gentleman was doing the reservations. And then this is the art gallery down here. So if you want to spend some time looking at some different artwork, you can certainly do that. They have a lot to choose from. And prices available upon request for that. Okay, so there's another little excursions desk right here, and we are still on deck 8, and now we're going to push up into that Liberty Plaza and show you some of the amenities on the rest of this deck. Okay, Liberty Plaza, you've got fine jewelry, necklaces, earrings, and lots of choices to choose from. Gold, white gold, platinum, and things like that. They've got a 40% off sale for Magic Moments, so when you're on board the ship, you don't have to just rush right in there and buy things, wait for those sales. They do come at different times, and they've got fine jewelry of every kind, and it looks like they got some champagne on ice in there, so if you want to buy something nice, they'll give you a glass of champagne and make it a wonderful experience for you. Okay, up next is going to be the Loft Cafe. This is another one of the specialties here on board the ship. They've got that yellow seating in there. They've got live bands, drum music. Let's just see if it's open. It is. What a great time to tour. Pokes right in. They've got live music, and there's the band, there's the seating, and they do have a full bar right here. You can get you a shot of Jägermeister, Bombay, Sapphire, Jack Daniels, or some of those drinks on the rocks and things like that. It's a little bit more like a jazz bar, kind of like a music theme, and it's just chill. You get you a nice drink, and you can sit there. But that is also a separate section from the general card purchase. So we're almost through with all the extra specialties. Over here, you want to pay attention to this kiosk right here by this beautiful chandelier. We were below it earlier. This is that Liberty bar over there with the Statue of Liberty. We'll show you that in just a second. But this is the sports bar, and that's going to be the last extra area that you could go to. You can get you a beer, you can watch the game. They've got nice little private booths. We did a separate video on that as well, so check that one out if you want to see the ins and outs of the sports bar and what that is all about. Okay, so I think what we'll do, there's another area. So this is another area where they have those flash sales. We've seen all items $10, we've seen all items $20, or we've seen 30 or 40% off of really high-end items like Louis Vuitton handbags or something like that. So down there, they're getting the bar prepped. That is the Liberty Bar right there, and this is the Times Square area. That is in the middle of the casino, so we'll do a quick pass through the casino so you can see what that looks like. I know a lot of people like to do the slots tournaments and things like that. This is that Times Square area. They've got a beautiful LED backlit area. Lady Gaga is almost always playing, but if not, the dueling pianos will be right down there, and that's where the dueling pianos are. If you like music, live music, there are plenty of options on board this beautiful ship. Okay, we're gonna go down these flight of stairs and we'll continue on with the tour. Okay, right before we run down the stairs and show you the rest of that Liberty Plaza, let's just run in and show you the gym. It's right there next to it. So this is the Techno Gym, and you can come in here. They've got a personal trainer available there. All you have to do is come do the sign-in sheet. Make sure you've got the liability release waiver for personal training, and then this gentleman right here will take great care of you. We've got lots of equipment. This is the free weight area over here. Not a lot of people in here, so it's a good time. Medicine balls. You've got weights, free weights, and if you want to do your power squats or lunges or deadlifts or anything like that, you want to do it on this rubber area right over here. Over here behind us, you've got some of the circuit training equipment. You can do adductors, calves, abs, little chest, back. All those good muscle groups are available right there. There's the back pull down. That's your leg press over there. And then they've got a wall of cardio equipment. You can do the ellipticals, you can do the treadmills, you can do the stair steppers. They've got bikes over there. And then beyond this room, this is where you can take your spin classes, and then they have an abs and stretching room down at the end. We like these rowing machines right here. Little 5 minutes on that gets you nice and warmed up. They've got a nice little track you can run in an elevated position. Spin rooms right through there. And then if you want to do the abs and stretching in privacy away from everybody, so you're not out here in the crowded gym, it's just past those two double doors. They've got some nice cabinets there. You can put your bag if you want, and then go in there and you can stretch and bend yourself into a pretzel and all that good stuff, and no one's going to be eyeballing you in the main part of the gym. Okay, so we'll come on out and we'll show you real quick through the spa, and then we'll take you back down and finish up deck 8. Okay, just coming out of the MSC gym, and then it takes you right into the MSC Aria Spa. So you don't have to stay in Aria to use the spa. You can come in here and reserve any treatment that you like. It's just past the gym, still on deck 8. Now we're on the other side of the ship. Up to first, right as soon as you get in, they've got the barbershop in here. It is an authentic barbershop. They can use the razors and give you a nice haircut, shampoo, shave, beard trim, whatever you need. So if you didn't get that taken care of, or you're getting towards the end of the cruise and you're like, I could use a little shave, they do have the barbershop right there for you. Okay, so up next, this is the Aria Spa waiting area, and then over here you'll see the gym that we were just at. They've got this glass so you can kind of have your people waiting for you in this area. They got the double doors right there, which we've never actually used, and you can go right through there and jump into your spa treatment right from the gym if you like. Out here, this is a more of a private area. Not everybody comes down to use these chairs right here, so if you're looking for a more private area to sun with not a lot of people in there, you can. Here's another little waiting area when you're waiting on your spa treatments, and you can just wait right there. Up to the left here, they have the hair salon, so they've got it nice and private, so you don't have to have everybody eyeballing you, but it is in there. We'll just do a quick crouch so you can see, and you can get your hair done, nails done, and things like that down at this end. Down here is going to be the thermal spa area, the medical spa center, and then you can get your thermal treatments just down here through these doors, and that is the treatment area. And they have a lot of areas open. They're doing some cleaning right now. Everybody's off the ship, and they do have the other spas on the private island that we're at open. So right now is a great time to just come down and show you some of the behind the scenes for the spa area. Okay, let's carry on. All right, so we're just coming down deck 8 down to deck 7, and through here is going to be the Cora Theater. It sounds like they got a little concert going on right here, so this is where you can go see your shows right down there. Maybe they're practicing for tonight. That may be the case. Interesting. We might try to sneak a peek. And then right through here is going to be the casino area. I don't think there's a lot of people gambling right now, so it's a good time to just poke right on through and see what it looks like. We've got the slot machines there. They've got some dollar machines over to the left. They got some of the digital machines. That other one looked like a hand pull crank, so that's kind of cool. They do have a few older style there that might be some fun. They've got the table games over to the right. This is that Liberty bar here, so if you're looking for like a Cosmopolitan, a Manhattan Martini, any of those New York themed drinks, you can get them at that bar right there. They do have that shirt pocket, so if you throw them a 5 under the card, that might help you get a faster drink in this particular area. Don't have to do that, of course, but I'm sure they appreciate it. And there's the rest of the digital machines over there. They've got Egyptian jewels, they've got Bubble Blast, they've got Endless Treasure, and they've got some music playing in here. Over here's where you can get your lottery tickets, so it's like $2 lottery tickets. It's just on side the ship. Looks like they're getting the craps tables and the blackjack tables and the roulette tables all ready to go. As soon as we get away from port, the casino will open back up. They do have daily slots tournaments, so you want to get in early and get in that slot tournament. If that's your cup of tea, you can certainly do that on board the ship. And then some of these machines down here, they're a little bit further out of the way, but I have noticed that in this hallway here, they may be a little bit luckier than others. I don't know. I saw a gentleman sitting at this particular machine, this Double Chili Mania right here yesterday, and he seemed to be doing pretty well. Don't know that it has anything to do with anything, but that would probably be the one that I would give a go if I was on board, so keep that in mind. Okay, so that brings us full circle through the Signature Casino, and then this is right back out on the other end of that deck, and then off to the right is going to be the Champagne Bar. So the Champagne Bar is not going to be open right now. You can get you some high-end champagne cocktails. They have lobster, they have oysters on the rocks, they have caviar and things like that. We will have another video out there where I show you down through the full lobster bar and everything. It's just not open right now, but we did want to show you where that's at, and that brings you right back into this central area. And if you get lost, you can always come back down and just find this central hub where Seascape Bar is, and that is a good starting point. You've got elevators on both sides, and then the casinos on the other side. In the middle, Liberty Bar or the specialty restaurants. So really, the ship is kind of cut in half. You want to be able to go through 5 through 8, and then also up to 16 through deck 22 for the rest of the amenities where the slides and the pools are. So I think we'll take you up. Let's show you Pirates Cove and some of the other things, that the water park for the kids that we didn't show you. I don't think there'll be a lot of kids up there, so we should be able to film. We'll meet you when we get to the water park. All right. Okay, so we came all the way back up top, and we were on deck 18 where the pool area was, walked up the first flight of stairs to deck 19, and now we're coming up to deck 20. I know that's a little bit confusing, but that's where the Robotron is. It's right there. It's got 3 different speed settings, light, medium, and insane. And the insane does not have the music on it. I gotta say, this thing flips you upside down, dangles you all around. It's not always running, but sometimes it's uncovered. There it is. We've only seen it running a couple of times, and we haven't actually gotten on it. We would kind of prefer to seen it in the game room area indoors when it's running all the time, and kind of maybe they could even do a VR version if they wanted to do it that way. But anyway, there it is. It's right there. That's the only robot coaster at sea as of right now on the MSC Seascape flagship. Okay, so up next we're gonna show you Pirates Cove and all of the amenities up here on deck 20. There's the basketball court. If you're into basketball and you're looking for a pickup game or a soccer match or a football match, depending on how you call that, that is where that area is going to be. Pirates Cove is right through here, so you can see they've got the water park down there below. It doesn't look like there's a lot of kids, so we can give it a good film here. They've got the water cannons down there. They've got this giant Kraken statue right here. They've got the obstacle course over here. If you want to rock across the ropes, you can do that. They've got slides on both sides. These are the racing dueling slides. We found that the slide on the right hand side seems to be faster than the left hand side. Another thing I've discovered is if you have the swim shirt and it's dry, don't jump in the speed slide, because it stopped me like dead, like brakes on a car or something, and I had to like get wet so I could scooch forward. But all good there. There's another one of the twister slides. I think that's the one I actually got hung up in a little bit. Absolutely. And then this big one up top on the other side, that's the big tube slide. And you want to get in that line, which is down there at the bottom, and get that double tube and ride that slide, because it's got indoor lights, indoor music, and it's one of the best slides we've been on in theme parks included. And that is a great slide there. It tops any slide we've been on a cruise ship so far. So that's a great one. Make sure you get on that. Okay, that's going to wrap up Pirates Cove section, and let's go down and we'll show you the best places to take photos on board the ship. We're down on deck 6 at the back of the ship, and this is where our restaurant is. It's a Cala Jondal restaurant. You come in here and they seat you, and they have a very nice staff. You can get wines or beers with dinner. They do have different specialty options from night to night. We had gala night, we had surf and turf, so we had lobster and steak on board the ship. It was provided as part of the package, so you really do want to make sure that you get to dinner every night if you can. If you want to make that last dinner, we're on the fence whether or not we're going to the show or dinner tonight, so we'll have to make up our mind, and we'll see what happens. So okay, so that's going to be on deck 6. Then what we're going to do, that's just past the main entrance there. You see those silver stairs and all of that. This is just those elevators you just come past around the sides of the main Seascape bar area. And up on deck 6, we're going to take you up to deck 7 and show you the best place to take photos on the ship. Okay, so we just came up to deck 7. Just behind us right there is the Champagne Bar, and then we're on this left-hand side of the ship. If you're looking at the Seascape Bar from the front, you want to come over to this left-hand side and then walk down this hallway, because this is some of the best places to take pictures, and this is also where the Aegean restaurant is. So if your dining option is in the Aegean, that's going to be over here on the right. And then just ahead of us, they have this beautiful hallway, and it really has a lot of different lighting options. At night, they really light it up with different colors. It could be any different color, and it's changing color as we're walking through right here. But at night, this is really one of those spots that is an absolute beautiful and great place to take photographs. And they have another great place to take photographs just around the corner right here. They have this hot air balloon simulation, and then they show variable backgrounds. So it could be the Grand Canyon, it could be New York City, any of those types of backgrounds. Just get it right in there, and right now there's no one there. Sometimes there's a line at night when everybody's dressed up. Great time to take a photo right here. They also have other photo ops. You can sit on the bike right there. And then the Skyline restaurant is one of the last restaurants we didn't show you. That's going to be right here. And then you can, if you're having dinner, it's down here by Le Cabaret Rouge, and that's going to be at the very end of the hallway. And a lot of times they have some of the parties, and the party will either be up on the main pool deck, or it's going to be down here in Le Cabaret Rouge. We had a meet champagne toast with the captain for our Voyagers Club. That was in the meeting down here. You may have informational meetings down here, and we'll just poke in. It really is some people's favorite part of the ship. Some of the dinner companions that we've had have mentioned that they really like to end the evening in this area. They like the vibe and the setting, and they've got a nice bar over here. There's nothing on it right now, but it will have a full bar service. They've got the full stage. You can get live music, you can dance, you can have events and other things like that. It's really nicely lit. It's has wonderful artwork. It's all to theme, everything red, the Red Cabaret. All right, fellow travelers, that's going to wrap up the ship's tour on the MSC Seascape. I got to say, it's a beautiful, beautiful ship. It has lots of amenities, really great. The layout is a little bit confusing because you can't really get from bow to stern really easily. In certain decks you can, certain decks you can't. We find that if you just get up to your room floor and you want to just walk down the hallway that way, it makes it a lot faster, a lot easier. The Green Room restaurant is actually on deck 5 just below us, but we couldn't have gone in, but that's where that one is. We didn't get to show you the doors there, but it's very close by. Thank you to all our fellow travelers and loyal subscribers. If you're new to the channel and you like cruise videos, theme park videos, any of those things, please come back and check us out. Check out our playlist. We have lots of videos out there. We'll be doing total coverage of the ship, from the shows to the restaurants, the dining, everything to see. So if you're thinking about cruising MSC, you can. We're not partners with MSC or get paid by them or anything like that. It's just a cruise line we enjoy. For the price point, it's great, and we like the locations, we like the ships, and they're beautiful ships, and the staff is great. So thanks for joining us on this tour. Hopefully it wasn't too long for everybody and you enjoyed it. Hit that like button for us if you could. We'd appreciate that. Consider subscribing if you haven't. We're trying to get there and break out of YouTube oblivion, so we'd appreciate you there. And as always, we'll see all of our fellow travelers, loyal subscribers very soon on the next one. Bye, everybody.